What is happening, guys? What is up? I don't have a specific video for you today, so I just wanted to run through crypto Twitter with you guys, just give you my feelings on the whole thought process I'm going through after this is all unfolding. First and foremost, like I said, don't be FOMO trading into that pump we had yesterday, because look, it's already starting to turn around. I would imagine with everything kind of unfolding the way it is, it's going to take a few days, weeks. We're going to get more and more information. Right now, it's a bit of a shit show, just with you don't know who's telling the truth, and news is breaking like all over the place, different things. This exchange is shutting down. I can't get my stuff out, and it's just you don't know what to believe at this point. Obviously, I do my best to try to, when you do hear something, follow up on it. But I did. Let's just jump straight into some of the stuff people are talking about. So this is actually kind of crazy. FTX's new CEO, his name is John J. Raleigh III, was previously the chairman of Enron after its collapse. That's kind of funny. This is literally the Enron moment for crypto. Simon Dixon, if you don't know him, he is one of the guys that was doing a proposal for Celsius after their collapse. He's done it in previous, when it, can't remember what exchange it was, but an exchange went down, and he successfully restructured it and made it all compliant and issued tokens as almost like securities to basically give the people the share of that exchange, and the exchange went on to be successful, and the people, he basically made the people whole that lost everything in the initial crash of that exchange. So I'm personally, with all the money that I have on Celsius, was hoping he would be able to do something like that for the Celsius network and everybody who's stuck in that shit show as well. These hits just keep coming, man. This is unreal. If you guys didn't see my update yesterday, got some new XRP Alpha merch. It's not going to be all my brand. I'm gonna, do my own brand, but then I'm gonna do like XRP Army stuff. I have some that have like 589 on the shoulder, kind of like this X. Super good quality. I got some samples just to see what the quality was like, and it's real nice. It's got nice drawstrings. I love hoods that have the double lines down the middle. Super nice. Anyways, there's gonna be more of that coming. I'm working on some stuff. And once my YouTube is able to, I can set up a shop, I will do that, and then you guys can get some of this sick merch. But let's jump back into this. So he was saying that, now that you know who Simon Dixon is, he also does Bank to the Future. So he's trying to do like a completely compliant securities crypto, like basically merging DeFi and CeFi, and in the way that you would have to be completely regulatory client. His wife is a really, really good lawyer and stuff, so like it doesn't get any better than these guys when it comes to what the future is going to be. But he says, "I'm sorry to all the creditors at FTX official. So our next chapter 11, sure BlockFi follows," which sucks because, yeah, that's another lender. I mean, dude, this whole thing is not good. It's only going to get worse. You're going to see more and more of this contagion spreading, and the more people start to lose, the more you're going to have people being like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going Bitcoin only, or oh, you know what, fuck it, I'm pulling everything off exchanges, and you're already seeing it. That's why a lot of these, I feel like, exchanges, you'll see like, oh, I can't get my money out, it won't let me transfer. And then they'll open the floodgates again, and then they'll shut it down. Open the floodgates again, shut it down. I guarantee you, they have, when they start seeing a run on their exchange, they shut it down, and they don't even announce it, so it stops flows. And then when people go to like check, they start it back up again quietly. So it basically it bottlenecks. So everyone's like, if someone's trying to pull out, think about it like this. Someone's trying to pull out and they can't get it, and they tweet, God damn it, I can't get it out. They shut down things. Well, maybe that dude has to go to work, so he just gives up on it and hopes that he can get it later. Well, then he can get it later, but it's a way for them to put the brakes on everyone pulling off their money at the exact same time, causing a bank run. That's why you're seeing this stuff. And we'll see how it all works out. But if enough people start to pull their money off, look out. Like you could see huge exchanges that you never thought that would go bankrupt, just like FTX, without doing shady stuff. Though you could see exchanges that weren't doing shady stuff. If everyone pulls their Bitcoin off, dude, who knows? Who knows how bad this could get? Anyways, let's keep going. I'm freaking super tired of even thinking about that, but at the same time, you have to be prepared, and that's why you have to be early at getting your stuff off exchanges, guys. We can't be sitting around just waiting for one of these to go down. I have a little bit, some trading money on KuCoin still, which KuCoin scares the shit out of me, to be honest. Another Japanese exchange, and it could easily go down. I've had issues with their client services is terrible. I just randomly got locked out of my account, and it took like a week of me like doing everything possible to get it back. But eventually I did. You'd think I would not use them anymore, but I still do. It's just an amount that I'm willing to lose, and they have basically every single coin over there on KuCoin. I love that aspect of it, and I've never had any other issues. I can't say that they're that terrible of an exchange. That's the only one, is just actually being able to talk to somebody and getting help. All right, let's keep going. Ooh, Israel Adesanya. You guys ready for that UFC fight this weekend? It's gonna be dope. Can't wait. Got Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira. I'm going with Izzy on that one. I know this is not crypto related, but I love my UFC and I love Izzy. And then we also have the co-main, which is Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier. I'm gonna go Dustin. I love Dustin, but man, I'm gonna go Michael Chandler, because that dude, I love how hard he works out. He's such a stud. Let's see. Justin, FTX and Alameda Research liabilities range from 10 billion to 50 billion. Bankruptcy filing reveals. Oh, that's a bit of a gap, don't you think? 10 billion to 50 billion. Holy dude, this is nuts. This is nuts. This is gonna be, guys, I on the charts, it looks like we could have a big capitulative moment and then back off to the races. If the contagion spreads, this could be so bad, so bad. I'm in crypto for the long haul. If it goes down, and obviously I have my trading bags with some cash on the side, but if it goes down that bad, I'm gonna continue staking my Casper, and because I know where we're going long term. I know these ISO coins, and that the whole thesis hasn't changed. No matter what comes, they regulate everything. Besides Bitcoin, even Ethereum, they regulate everything. Guys, they wouldn't be doing all these ISO coins behind the scenes. They've set up the new infrastructure for our financial system. They wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't part of it. So yeah, they come out and they do these things at the bottom of bear markets to scare you, and they release Coinbase on the stock market at the very top to get everyone uber bullish, and then you see these huge events towards the bottom. So my guess is still we're probably near the bottom, but you never know, and definitely try to keep a little on the sideline just in case we are going into this whole friggin' great reset shit. It's not my beliefs. I always thought that. I used to think that they had to crash the system to create a new one, but I thought they would more likely merge us, like slowly merge us into the new financial system, and I still believe that. It doesn't feel like it right now. It feels like we're in a recession, the shit's hitting the fan, and it was just going to get worse. I don't believe it will. I have faith that we are probably near the bottom now, but just you have to be aware. You have to be aware. Have a little bit on the sidelines, ready to go. All right, so, oh man, Richard Hart is, dude, stay away from Hex. They're gonna go after this dude. Like, he is right about everything he says. He has been very right, and I actually love his super cheesy, like, pompous attitude. It's kind of funny, to be honest, but they will find something on him, and they will go after him. Hex, like, just creating a crypto and it getting as big as it has, and I would watch this shit, dude. They're gonna find a way to come down on him. No, SBF just extorted Justin Sun for $1 billion and then moved on to the next thing. BitBoy's been out there just fucking throwing fastballs at everybody, and he's been pretty spot on. I used to hate BitBoy, thought he was just chubby, arrogant idiot, but I've grown to like him a lot, actually. I like his story. I like where he's been, where he's taken himself to. It's really like rags to riches. He's been in the bottom of the bottom, if you don't know what I mean. He had some addiction issues, and dude's killing it, and I really appreciate all the hard work he's putting in. Benjamin Cowan literally says FTX was not impacted yesterday, and then today FTX files bankruptcy. God, that is how you know you can't trust anything right now, you guys. Sam Bankman comes out and says God. So now FTX US is getting put into the Chapter 11, even though yesterday he said, it wasn't affected at all, 1-for-1. Just like he said about the fucking other exchange. This dude just lies through his teeth and then comes out with more and more stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like, dude, nobody cares if you're fucking sorry. Do you know how much he just set back the crypto industry as a whole? Possibly years and years. Possibly. Hopefully not, but possibly. And how much money he just lost, fucking innocent people. It's terrible. So this is one of the CEOs of Casper, and she says, very sad. Not your keys, not your crypto. We have to make it easier and safer to self-custody. That's true. You're going to see more and more of that stuff. And to be honest, when CZ came out and said he wants to do Merkle tree proof of ownership, like so every exchange you would know exactly what's backing them. Why can't we have that? It's what we want with the Fed. We've always said, like Ron Paul would always come out and say, audit the Fed. And that's how they got away with, do they have gold in friggin' Fort Knox? Do they have, can we get a full audit on the Federal Reserve? No, because they print money out their ass. Dude, they printed $3 trillion on a freaking Thursday because of Celsius, or because of COVID. Like, it's unreal. And we get zero real transparency. They like to talk like they give it, but they don't. And it's super frustrating. And we have the ability with digital assets to actually get that free, clear transparency. And hopefully CZ is serious when he talks about that. So start learning the stories of people and projects Sam has destroyed, along with the puppet master Dan Freiberg. Also, I'm back on the show today, snitches. Let's get it. See, he's digging in on this, man. I love it. Keep it going. A lot of people are posting not your keys, not your crypto. Don't forget it. God. So, if you guys don't follow Kevin Cage, gotta follow Kevin Cage. He's like one of my absolute favorite. His TA is on point. His deep dives on projects. This dude does his research. He's the one actually that introduced me to Casper, my biggest holding as of right now. The current chairman of the SEC was appointed by a politician. So Gary Gensler was appointed by a politician who received $5 million in funding from SBF. His appointment as SEC chair was confirmed by Congress. Congressional candidates received an additional $26 million in donations from Sam Bankman-Fried in the last year. Also, there's a super big connection with, so if you don't know this, the head of the SEC, Gary Gensler, one of his bosses at MIT, where he was a professor, his daughter is involved over at Alameda. Dude, the whole thing just fucking reeks. It's when you dig down into the stuff and find these connections, you can't ignore them. That's why I tell people that they're not, they don't have that intellectual imagination where they want to go out and search and find stuff. And with people that don't have that, they're never going to be able to connect the dots. You can yell at them all day that there's all these connections and the shit is rigged, and they just refuse to go find it. For example, like with the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, dude, I knew about that in like 2013 when the guy got actually convicted, and he was still running around doing all the same shit. Like, and then I'm telling all my friends, they're like, dude, you're crazy, it's a conspiracy. And then what do you know? Fucking, dude, it's gross, and it's unreal that we let these guys get away with this shit over and over and over again. I mean, our politicians doing insider trading, and weird, isn't it funny how you have everybody at the Fed, and they're going to do Congress and all this shit where they're not allowed to trade anymore. And then what do we see? We see one of the biggest market drops we've had in a while as they have to get out. So the shit it's so corrupt. It's ridiculous. Let's jump over into the charts. I did want to go over a couple things. As you know, I think I was talking about it. Let's see if it's... So, let's get out of the weekly and switch to the daily. And yeah, perfect, it's still there. So, XDC was one of the ones that went down the very least in this whole thing. Only down 16%. And right now, let's see. Its current price has only had a drop of 13%. And 16 at the peak, at the very most, which is like money. Some of this stuff went down like freaking 45%. Casper was another good one. Luckily, those are, two of our biggest holdings. Casper was down 26, almost 27%. XRP, 37.5% for XRP. Right now, today, we are down 27%. I think Algorand was granted, Algorand had pumped pretty hard, but Algorand was down 44.5%. Massive. Ooh, Cadena's back under $1. Yeah, guys, this looks like it wants to go lower in my eyes. If we break this candle right here, like we're literally, look out. If we break this previous closure right here, look out below. Like I told you. Hopefully you guys didn't do that FOMO trading yesterday, because this is not looking good. But let's see. So top to bottom, Cadena went down. Let me come over here. Looks like it went down a little bit more that day. Down about 38%. So if you guys would have sold down here because you were scared, and then you saw it start to take back off, you guys would have lost. So you take that 38% and then you get into Tether. This is what I'm talking about, FOMO trading. This is what people do. And then you buy back in up here at the top, and then it's down another 14%. Dude, that's 52% now you would have been down just trying to catch FOMO wicks. It's a terrible thing to do. H-bar, 34%. God, H-bar is one that I really, really am looking forward to picking up at lower lows. That has so many connections. I'm going to do a deep dive on H-bar. Probably the next video that I do where I do a deep dive, I'll do an H-bar video. But Quant down 40%. Granted, it also went up super high, so right before that, I mean, Quant had such a good run just recently that it's all good. Ethereum is down 36%. I didn't do Bitcoin. Let's find a Bitcoin. Bitcoin dropped in that 27%. So as you can tell, guys, we were in the right place. XDC, Casper, you're looking at the lowest of all the ones that dropped fast was Casper, and then the lowest that I've seen was XDC at only 16%. That's awesome. I was gonna go over H-bar and look back. Like, look at it when you zoom out. If you go to a weekly, guys, these prices are just in the middle of this range where if we can come back down into these even lower levels, I have my buys order set, this green line. If we can get a wick down there, God, I will be a happy man. 3 cent freaking H bar. This thing is going to pump in the coming bull runs. It's like some of the newest tech. It partnered with freaking Google, Boeing, all this stuff. It's gonna be an absolute giant in the future, and it's definitely a mainstay on our list of these cryptos. ISO 222 compliant. It has everything that we want out of crypto. Let's hope that we do get a nice capitulative wick down and then a spike up in the coming week or two. Because if we hang out down here, it's not looking good. It would remind me kind of what Bitcoin did. If you come back here, this whole thing, I remember being in here riding this out. All my altcoins, man. I did not have that much money back here, and I rode it all the way up, and I was like, it was the first time I had like tens of thousands of dollars, and I was even transferring it. I was so scared. I remember sending like some Bitcoin like back in here, dude. It cost like $500 for me to send Bitcoin just to a different wallet. It was insane. Awesome times though, man. That was some of the funnest time of my life right there. And so we wrote it down, and I remember thinking like, just started studying TA and all this. I'm like, oh, Bollinger Bands are squeezing. They weren't even that tight right here, but they're squeezing. And then what happens? Sometimes you get this, guys. Boom. We could, if it drops that far. So this, basically think of this right here as like right now. Drop down. A lot of times you get that capitulative move, and then boom, you're back up. This was not. You got boom, and it just rolled over. And that was, let's see, November 18. Man, it was not until over here did you get back up to those levels, and that was May 19. Like you'd be sitting for a while, which sucks, but then you have that big move afterwards. And if you guys check this out, if you don't think the fibs work, boom, let's put these on real quick. I'll show you exactly what happened. God damn it. All right. Bottom to top. Let's see what happened. Big. We had our drop. Drop down. Where'd we retrace to? 618702 golden pocket. Imagine this is what I'm imagining for the next bull run. This is us here. Maybe we do go down. Maybe we just go straight up, retrace, and you get these pullbacks. Look at this. If you sell here, you have our sell orders. Boom, 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 boom. Freaking all of our targets are getting hit. Right below that, boom, and then drops again, and then we buy back at these freaking cheap ass levels. Guys, that's how it's done right there. This stuff works out so often in so many different cases. But anyways, that's probably a good enough video for today. I got some notification. Let's see what it is over here, Twitter. Somebody liked to reply, whatever. Actually, no, that was CZ. I have them on my bell notifications. Issued by Paxos. Regulated entity, not Binance. The numbers are all wrong too. These are users' assets. Oh, somebody was talking shit about CZ, and he was saying they were wrong. No big deal. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe. I love keeping you guys up to date on this stuff. I hope you all have a great Veterans Day. Happy Friday. And we will talk to you guys a little later. Peace out.